If you can honestly find a way to get a whole trip for $2,000, this means you can get paid for the vacation and you can get a free trip. And I started doing some research, like, well, is there a way I can get an airline package, a hotel package, and transportation from the airline to the hotel for less than $2,000? And there was. There's this amazing website called Going. I want you to go to anthonyoneal.com/going. That is anthonyoneal.com/going, GOING. And they have packages starting as low as $800, all the way up to $1,500, all the way up to $5,000, depending on what you want to do and where you want to go. I saw a Jamaica package on there, two flights, one king hotel or one double bed hotel room, all you can eat inclusive hotel for $14.99. So this means that flight and hotel, if you was on with them, you would get that trip for 100% free. But even if you're not getting paid to go on a vacation, spending $1,500 a month, or not a month, spending $1,500 going on a good trip to Jamaica or go to Hawaii or go somewhere, man, that is absolutely amazing. So go check out my friends over at anthonyoneal.com/going. Before we jump on over to number 3, I want to thank my friends over at BetterHelp for sponsoring today's show. You see, therapy is super important. And one thing I learned in therapy is the importance of stepping back and having time to myself. I do this every single July. I'll be doing it here soon, to where I will unplug from the world and plug back into myself and plug back into God and get recharged. And so I love that I've learned that from therapy, and there's so much that you could learn from therapy as well. That's why I'm super excited to be partnering with my friends over at BetterHelp. Check out this quick commercial. What's going on, fam? I want to thank my friends over at BetterHelp for sponsoring today's show. And again, my name is Anthony ONeal here. And today I want to chat about something that hits a little bit different, especially during today's day and time. You know, when I reflect on the relationships in my life that I'm most proud of, it strikes me how much effort it took to actually cultivate them. It's a common myth that relationships should be effortless to be meaningful. In reality, the strongest connections are often those we work hardest to fortify. While I've been on my own personal journey of personal growth, I've come to understand the immense value of having support along the way. It's not just about overcoming significant hurdles. It's also about learning to navigate everyday challenges, setting healthy boundaries, and striving to become the best version of yourself. And this is why I'm a huge fan of therapy. If you're considering therapy, I encourage you to check out my friends over at BetterHelp. Their service is entirely online, offering the convenience and flexibility to fit therapy into your life, not the other way around. And a simple questionnaire, you'll be matched with a licensed therapist suited to your personal needs. And if for any reason you feel your therapist isn't a perfect fit, you can switch at any time at no extra cost at all to you. So listen, before we get to today's show, take the next step towards strengthening your relationships with yourself. Visit betterhelp.com/AO and get 10% off your very first month. Remember, that's betterhelp.com/AO. Become your own soulmate, whether you're actively looking for one or not. All right, let's grow together. All right, so y'all, we're gonna drop BetterHelp's information inside of the show notes. Please check them out, because out of everything we're talking about today, your number one asset is your mind. Even if you think everything is good, hey, I'm not going through anything, I wanna encourage you to still go to therapy. Because as you dig deeper, you will learn that all of us have some level of trauma, drama, issues that we all have to really, really deal with. I take therapy so serious that I offer it for free inside of my company. You know, they can go to a therapy session once a quarter on the company. We will refund that fee, and they go through with BetterHelp. So go check my friends out over at BetterHelp. Here's the number 3 company. It's called Kindred. Now, I've never heard of Kindred. They are also in the travel industry. You see, Kindred is a home swapping platform that allows members to exchange homes and travel affordably. I thought it was something like a what they call that app? Not Toro. What they call it, y'all? Where you can rent homes. Airbnb. I thought it was like an Airbnb, but it's not. You see, with over 30,000 homes in 100 plus cities, it offers a unique way to experience destination like a local. Members can swap homes without nightly fees, just a small cleaning and service fee. So pretty much what it is let's say if I have a home and you have a home, I can go in the app and say, yo, I want to go to New York. And if you have a home in New York, and you're like, yo, where do I live? I live in the DC area near the White House. Yo, wait, you can come to New York and I'll come to DC. We'll swap for a week and I'll pay to have your home clean. You'll pay to have, my home particularly clean. And we just swap homes. You see, Kindred uses safety with verified members, $100,000 host coverage, and video introductions. It's ideal for renters and homeowners alike. You see, join Kindred to be a part of a trusted community that values travel, flexibility, and cost-effective living. I'm curious though, before we go on, how many of you all would honestly do that? Like, I am curious about this because their travel benefit is actually pretty unique and it's pretty dope. But how many of you all would honestly sit down and let someone rent your home out for a week or maybe even for a month? And there's no nightly fees. It's just like, hey, we're going to travel. I'm not going to pay anything. Kindred does offer $100,000, protection for the home. You just got to pay a cleaning and service fee. Doesn't sound like a bad idea. Like, it really does not sound like a bad idea. But here's the benefit for employees. These employees, if you work for Kindred, receive a quarterly, watch this, a quarterly $1,000 travel stipend to use towards airfare or gas on trips. They do not cover, though, because of their situation, hotel, because they want you to be inside of Kindred and use someone else's house if you do that. But they'll give you $1,000 a quarter, $4,000 a year to go towards airfare and gas while on trips. What I sense from this company is something that I've been practicing for myself is that they want you to get away every single quarter. Every single quarter. I've never said this to my team, but it's like the reason why I gave them Fridays off is because I want them to spend more time with their particular families. I have a lot of younger team members. Maybe a half of us are single with no kids and the other half are married or dating with kids. And I'm like, yo, I want you to spend time with your spouse. I want you to spend time with your kids. Yo, get away. Go do a 3-day weekend somewhere. Go do a 4-day weekend somewhere. Like, get away and experience that. And the reason why I thought this was so timely is because I grew up watching my parents. Watch this. Watching my parents struggle. Watching my parents where they could not go on vacations. The reason why this show was so important to me is because I watched my mom be in education, have off for the summers, and go pick up 2 small jobs. We never had the opportunity to, leave California and go to Mexico as a family, go out of the country as a family. We never had family vacations. Let me be honest with you, never. I think the best thing we could do was during the summer, we had Vacation Bible School. That's an old Baptist thing, right? And we would go to Six Flags every summer. That's the most my family did as far as in family time. And sometimes, we was part of the men's ministry, the little kids ministry, and we'll go camping, right? With the church. But there really was no time to where dad, mom, siblings, we just got away as a family and did vacation as a family. And the reason being is because they had to work. We didn't have the margin to miss days at work. Back then, jobs didn't give you a lot of time off. The most I've seen was anywhere between 7 to maybe 10, max 12 days back in the 90s and early 2000s. Now, because people are working at home, people are like, yo, you can get unlimited PTO. And let me tell you something, man. When a company says you have unlimited PTO, that's cap. They're setting you up for failure from the very beginning. There's no way in the world I could tell my team you have unlimited PTO. We won't be able to get nothing done. We won't. But guaranteed every single month, you're going to have 4 days off. Guaranteed. Paid. Every single day. You're going to have every Friday off every single month. Paid. So I'm paying you to take the time. But when I hear people say, oh, yeah, I got unlimited PTO and I make 100,000. You don't have unlimited PTO. I guarantee you to go in there and say you're going to take a month off. I guarantee you're fired. Guaranteed. If you just walk in there and say, hey, I just want to take a break for a month, guaranteed fire. Because a company cannot progressively move forward if all of his employees have unlimited PTO. It sounds attractive and it looks good on paper, but it's not effective. But I love companies like Kindred who are saying, you know what? We want to encourage you to travel every quarter. So we're going to give you $1,000 to do 3-day vacations or to use it. We're going to give you $4,000 a year to go towards that. I wish my family had that growing up.